Greetings, 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 greetings. Osio, Mabwikwa, Halito, Shalom, Aloha, Sakpase, Wagwan. This is Chief Kalanaga with another video. I know it's been a minute. Alright, but I've been on the grind, man. I've been on the grind. Let me just say what's up. Peace and love. Alright, peace and love to all. Alright. I'm gonna do a build. And I just came from Washington, D.C., the Library of Congress, and found some interesting information. I tell folks, it's one thing to just be all over the internet. Let me tell y'all something, right? Only 2%, I would say, I want to be fair, only 2 to 5% of the truth is found on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, pardon me. Only 2 to 5% of the truth is found on Google and Wikipedia. Okay? So yes, I get information off of there as well, but I do more extensive research and cross-reference. You know what I mean? So for people that just go on Google and Wikipedia and just take information and post it as the ultimate truth, I think you have a little more researching to do. Okay? Because for me, I don't just believe what people tell me. I like to go do research. You feel me? So with that being said, let me give thanks to the Great Spirit, give thanks to Mother God, give thanks to my spiritual parents. Yeah, give thanks to my ancestors, for always guiding me in the right direction. And for me, just knowing that the truth that we all seek is actually within, right here. It's within the heart and it's within the mind. They're connected, all right? And when you know that you have found truth, is something that connects with both your mind and your heart, your spirit, your soul. It resonates with your soul. And it's no coincidence that we are called the soul people. All right, I tell people, you have to use your own mind to think. Use your own mind to think, because we as a people, all right, many obstacles and distractions have been put in our way for a reason, because of who we are as a people. All right, and I'm gonna keep reiterating, and I'm gonna keep saying, not because they look like us. Everybody who look like us is not us. We have to get this. And I know a lot of people get into their emotions and get into their feelings. Man, listen, I ain't got time for that. I'm only dealing with the facts. Okay? No other race on the planet was allocated that term or that name, the soul people. All right? There's a reason for that. Because we are a different breed of people. Okay? We are a different breed of people. But it's quite interesting that I went to the Library of Congress, and I got there early enough to do some research. I went to I think it's called the Adams Library, and then I went to the Jefferson Library. And the reason for me going was to look at old maps. And interestingly enough, I found some pertinent information to debunk a lot of, the things that people just talk about because they want to talk. You feel me? And there wasn't any maps of the Americas. America wasn't on any map before, I think, 1470, if I'm not mistaken, or 1407. I mean, when I was talking to the gentleman, I was recording. I mean, he didn't know I was recording, but anyway, I have the recording, okay? So the landmass, America, wasn't on any map, period. So what does that mean? It means that we were not known to that world that they claim was the navigators, and y'all didn't know about us. You see, our world wasn't your world. Man, here we go again. They're giving me that trying to reconnect. Every time I'm about to drop some serious information, but you know what? It's all good. Because if they cut it off, I'm going to start over again. Okay? If they cut it off, I'm going to start over again. All right? But do me a favor, go ahead and share that information. Just keep sharing the videos, please. Because once again, I'm just seeking truth. Ain't no feelings behind none of this. It's not personal. And for those of you who want to take it personal, man, listen, do you. All right? But I'm here to drop information, drop factual information, and that's it. All right? I travel to get information. So with that being said, let me kind of like digress to what I was talking about. All right? The Americas wasn't on no maps, not even in the 1300s, not even in the early 1400s. All right? The Americas wasn't on any map. Now, it doesn't mean that, you know, small groups or certain individuals hadn't traveled to our side of the world. That's not what it means. It just means that when it came to their educational system and putting maps together, we were not on the world map. And I have authentic maps. Okay, I'm talking, listen, man. I got to the Library of Congress as soon as they opened up. I went straight to the map section. They have a section just strictly maps. Okay? And they brought me, they brought me about, I don't want to exaggerate. When I told the man what I was looking for, the man went and got 2 tables of maps for me. Okay? 2 tables of maps. And at least each table had about 60 maps. No exaggeration. And I sat there and I went through all the maps, looking at everything, taking pictures and studying and breaking things down. You feel me? And the Americas didn't start showing up until, I think, 1407 or 1470, all right, on the world maps. However, the world back then was Asia, Libya, and Europe, or Asia, Europe, and Africa, because it was Africa and Libya was interchangeable. Okay, so at that time, that was the only world that they knew. And I have the recording because I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. It's not that the American land didn't exist. It doesn't mean that the people were not here. It just means that based on their knowledge of the world, they didn't know that these wild Indians existed. Okay? So for all those of you coming around here talking about, oh, well, you know, the Asiatic man is the so-called black man, or the black man is the Asiatic man. Well, you know what? You're absolutely right, because we ain't black. Maybe y'all are black, but we ain't black. Okay? But the original man is not the Asiatic man. No, it's not. Based on your information and your knowledge of the world back then, that's what you thought. But you didn't know that these wild, uncivilized Indians, they were living in the wilderness. Y'all didn't know that. So we are not Asiatics. Because once again, I have the maps. You feel me? I got the maps to show and prove that at that time, the only places that they knew of was Asia, Europe, and Africa. You know, again, it's interchangeable, Libya. But they are all part of the same landmass. They are all Asiatics. So my people, be very mindful when you have all these so-called scholars running around here trying to tell you who you are. Okay? Another thing, I went from library to library doing extensive research and trying to find Moors that's original to the Americas, and they all are from Africa. Okay? They're not original to this land. So I don't care what none of y'all tell me. I'm going to continue to speak the fire and the truth. Because once again, for any Moor to have any claim to that land, they have to claim tribal affiliation with one of the tribes or the clans. Period, point blank. I want somebody to prove me wrong. Why is that? I got the facts. I tell my people, man, this is a game, all right? And in this game, there are different levels to this game. And people think I have something personal. No, it's nothing personal. I just want the truth to be told. Okay? And there was a map that I came across that showed England, Britain, France. It showed to be right here in the around the United States area, so to speak. I look for the authenticated map of that, and there's no such thing. It doesn't exist. Okay? So I'm not just going off of speculation. I want to make sure when I do my research, I'm able to stand and on what the facts are, and not what people just telling me or what they want me to think or what people don't realize. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the American Aborigine. Y'all don't realize that this entire world, from inception, they have been trying to colonize us. Okay? They have been trying to take our birthright. Yep. Because there's something special about the soul children. But y'all want to continue to play these games with this back and forth. I'm not into this back and forth and playing. And now, when I post what I got to post, y'all ain't going to catch me debating in comments. I ain't going to do that. I give you the information. You go research it yourself. Do what you got to do. I'm using my energy and my time to do other things. Okay? Because everybody's talking. My question is, what are we doing? You feel me? And so a lot of people come, oh, well, Chief, man, how is that going to unite us? Well, how can we unite with so much lies? How can we unite with so many lies and all this deception? The truth only resonates with the spirit, with the soul. And if it's not in your soul, then trust me, it's not real. It's not real. So don't get caught up in everything that's popular. Okay? Don't get caught up in that. Look for the road less traveled. That's what it is. Because once again, they will allow you to be everything else that you are not, except allow you to be who you are. I'm going to repeat that again. They will allow you to be everything that you are not, except for who you truly are. Okay? And as a matter of fact, I found a book. Okay? Let me see if I can get one of the pictures to show you, because I'm going to do a video in detail. All right? And I'm going to show that. I'm talking about, I have pictures. Pictures of maps that I have. Okay? Let me see if I could see one of those. The book is, let me see if I could give you the name of the book that I got it from. The book is called, it says Indian Place Names. I think it was an encyclopedia or something like that, but I got that, right? Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second here if I could pull that up. Give me 1 second. And what's interesting is, I think I was looking at, all right, that's what it's called. Indian Place Names. That's the name of the book. I found it at the Library of Congress. All right. And they were talking about the original names of places. All right. Let me see if y'all could see it. That's the name of the book. All right. Indian Place Names. And I found that at the Library of Congress. And they were talking about Kansas, right? And they were talking about the original names of places and the original name of tribes, or clans rather, that lived in the area. All these people have names for themselves. So how in heaven's name do you people come around and tell me everybody was called one thing? When did that happen? Who made that determination? That's what I'm asking. Because they all had individual names for their clans. Okay? Now, let me see if I could find where that's at. Man, there's just so much information, man. This is crazy. All right? And another one. Boom. Ancient America. That's another one that I found. And I'm looking for anywhere in those books where them people call themselves Moors. That don't exist. They never call themselves that. Okay? But I'm going to show you pictures of what they look like. And the closer we came up into the early 1800s, all of a sudden, those people started becoming lighter. All right, y'all think it's a game, huh? Let me show y'all a couple of pictures of these original people. All right? And they show them playing games, not basketball, but a game similar to basketball, a game similar to hockey. All right? That's one of the pictures right there. Copper tone people. All right? But like I said, I'm going to do a video, upload all the images. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let me see. Give me a second. If I could find something else. Here we go. Turn that around. All right. Look at the people. And all these people are identified by their clans. And guess what? The majority of them had locks. All right. The majority of them had locks. At least in the book that I seen, right? In that book, at least in that book, Ancient America. Okay. But ironically, like I said, the more I came into ancient times, those native people started looking like those current natives. And I was like, oh, okay. I see what it is. And of course, we know the deal. We know the deal. All right, let me show you again. So this was coming up towards the early 1800s. And now they're showing the people a little bit different. Now we start seeing, I mean, that's upside down, but we start seeing those people that look like those natives now. Okay, the Mexican kind of looking $5 Indians, right? That's what I started seeing. Now, I went into to look at books. All these books I went through, all these books right here at the Library of Congress, right? They have a whole section, all right? All those books I went through, and not one of those books point out to Moors being from America. Okay? That's just one. There's another one another one. Everything relates to Africa, period, point blank. So once again, like I tell people, man, this is not personal. This is about telling the truth because I know the agenda that's going on. I know the agenda that's going on. It's real. And all people think it's a game out here. Everything that sounds good is not good. Okay? Everything that sounds good is not good. Because these people didn't know anything about us. Let me see if I could find one of those maps for y'all. I know that's not the best way to show it, but I'm going to upload everything. And I'm going to do a detailed breakdown of everything that I found. Okay? Everything that I found, I'm going to do that. Let me see what I was pointing at something here on the map. Okay, let me see what's that. Because they had what they call Negro de Guinea and Negro de Terra. Negro de Terra was on the American side of the continent, and Negro de Guinea was on the other side. So just to let y'all know, those are two different people. All right, let me see, what is this? Oh man, I'm trying to see. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. At one point, that whole continent of Africa right here, I'm going to show y'all where I point my finger. I'm talking about authentic maps. All right. I'm not talking about stuff I found on Google. All right. Now forget that. I'm not talking about stuff I found on Wikipedia. That's an authentic map. Look. All right. What does it say here? It says Canary. Okay. So at one point, the entire landmass of Africa was called Canary or Canary, whatever you call it. Where did Christopher Columbus first go? The Canary Islands. That's Africa. And they said that when they came over here, the people looked like the people from the Canary Islands. I'm going to show you again an authentic map. Right here. Look at the map of Africa. And it was called Canary. Canary Islands. At that time, when this was called Canary Islands, once again, America wasn't on the world map because they didn't know the extent of the landmass. But I hear people talking though. Y'all keep showing me stuff y'all pull from Google. We ain't doing that. Okay, we ain't doing that. I went and spent an entire day, okay, researching that information. I got some more for y'all, all right? I got some more for y'all. Let me see if I can find something else. Okay, and I got all the dates of the maps as well. Let me see if I was showing something here. It says here. Okay, that's Guinea de Terre. Okay. So right here, I put my hand, it's kind of small, but once again, I will do something detailed. what I'm showing here is there were you have Guinea, you have Guinea de Terra, and you have Guinea Terra. Let me see, it's the Negro de Guinea and Negro de Terra. All right, so that's what I'm pointing out to show you how close, you know, these landmass were. All right, but they were two different so-called, so to speak, Negroes. All right, I'm not a Negro, by the way. I'm just letting you know what they identify those people as. Okay, let me see if I could open this up here, which I will show you guys eventually. I want to see if I could go to one of the maps, one of the oldest maps in the world. I got that map right here. Let me see if I could pull it up. And that map was actually done by one of those Arabic, what people may call Moors. All right, and that was an extensive map of that world, but the Americas wasn't part of it because they didn't know the Americas existed. So my question again is, how can y'all be the greatest navigators of the sea when you didn't know we existed? You feel me? The extent of your navigation was based on your own world, where you were from. You see, our people, man, y'all just give everybody credit just because they say things. I don't buy these things, man. No, because you see, I got a mind. I use my mind. I think for myself. I don't just go based on what people tell me. And everybody may think it's personal. I have a vendetta again. No, I don't. The vendetta I have is against falsehoods. Okay? And if y'all want to call yourself Asiatics, that's fine. Go ahead. But that's not me. I keep telling people I could only speak for myself. I'm trying to see if I could find that map right there. It was a huge map. And I actually took pictures of it in pieces, but let me see if that's it right here. No, that's not it. But anyway, like I said, I'll do a video and I'll open up those maps so we could kind of like, and I'll talk about exactly what I found and what I didn't find. All right. But at the end of the day, let me see if that's it. Yep. So that's the map right there. That was the map of the world at that time, of their world. All right. The Americas wasn't on that map at all, because once again, they wasn't aware of the Americas. They didn't know. So with that being said, my question to everybody is this: before all this mixing happened, all right, before they called it the melting pot, what did we call ourselves here? You see, and that's crucial. That's important, because a lot of people may not see the relevance in that. It's important because once you see, when they're trying to take us and put us in this box under this big umbrella, it becomes a problem, because now you're stepping into treaties. Okay, you're stepping into treaties and deals that were made to make you or put you or make you a subject, all right, of another country. But y'all don't realize that. But behind closed doors, what they have to do is they have to claim a tribal affiliation here. But that's not what they're telling you. Anybody could verify this and prove this to me, all right? I'm not going to call the brother's name, but I spoke to a brother today. Same situation. Everybody who have gone down that path, all right, they always have to claim a tribal affiliation. Why? Why is that? My question is this: why would I have to claim to be something else, but with that something else, I have to claim something that was already here before that something else? Why can I not just be what was here? If that makes sense. I mean, am I the only one that's really thinking? How can we say that we are all Asiatics when we were not part of Asia? At that time, what they called Asia was just Africa, Europe, and Asia. That was the only world that existed. So why would I call myself an Asiatic? Why would I do that? Man, I don't know, man. And that's why I tell people, man, listen, You can't save everybody, man. You can't save everybody. You can't. Because the truth of the matter is, who knows what all the truth is? There is always something missing. But the digger you deep, the deeper you dig, all right, you will find some truth. We may not find the entire truth, I promise you, but you will find enough so that you don't put yourself in a bind or confuse yourself. Okay? That's just facts. You feel me? That's my brother calling. Hey, peace, brother. I'm actually on a live on Facebook right now. All right, I'll call you back. All right, yeah. All right, peace. Okay? So at the end of the day, man, you have to do your own research. Do your own research. All right? Because I'm going to keep telling y'all, this is a game. And right now, we are at the last frontier of this game. Okay? And the Moors are the last frontier of this game. You have to get over that. All right? If you really want to see the truth, you have to get over that hump. You have to get over the hump. Because a game was played on the people who were already here. Okay? A game was played on our ancestors, man. Somebody wanted to debate me. I don't debate. That's number one. Okay? Because debate means to beat up. I don't do that. But somebody wanted to argue the point with me and tell me that the Cherokee people are the same with the Ani and Weir. No, they are not. No, they are not. And they want to go pull up stuff on Google and Wikipedia. No, they're not. And I'm going to break down the difference for y'all. Okay? The Ani and Weir people, which is spelled Aniuyunwiya. Ani and Weir, which means the principal people are the Aborigines. Okay? However, when the colonizers came to our land, we as a people, we fought them. All right? We fought them. So what they did was they took some of our people who wanted to assimilate, meaning that some of our people who wanted to be part of their societies, and they went and created something else called Cherokee. The Cherokee Nation wasn't created until the 1800s. It is only an organization based on citizenship, not bloodline. And for y'all who don't believe me, go listen to my video that I did on YouTube when I spoke to the man from the Cherokee Nation, and he spilled the truth coming from their own mouths. So when I talk, I'm not just saying things I'm speculating about. I'm speaking facts from their own mouth. It came. You feel me? So Cherokee and Ani and Weir is not the same. However, Cherokee stemmed from Cherokee is of the Ani and Weir, but the Ani and Weir is not of the Cherokee. Another example, the United States is of America, but America is not of the United States. It's not the same. Because the United States was built in and on the Americas. Cherokee was built and created from some of the Ani and Weir people who wanted to be part of those civilized tribes. Okay? So all those civilized tribes, they are literally new organizations that was created. But then you have millions and millions and millions of Aborigines who didn't want to be civilized. Because your idea of being civilized was based on your own interpretation. There was no problem with us. We didn't have a problem with ourselves because we didn't want to conform to your laws and your rules, and you taking our land, you called us uncivilized. You feel me? So people may say, and I've said it in the past, that our people wrote the Constitution and gave it to the United States, helped create the United States. To an extent, yes. It depends on who you call our people. Yes, you did have some American Aborigines, but for the most part, those were Moors. Okay? those were Moors. Once again, they set up the 13 colonies. All right? I mean, I have it here. I already started reading that, but we'll get into that another time. We don't have to get into that now. Okay? We don't have to get into that now. All right? Right here. Okay? They set up the 13 colonies. So at the ending of the day, the people who set up the 13 colonies, they are not Aborigines of America. Okay? They are the first colonizers. So when the Iroquois Confederacy was created, it was created from tribes who wanted to be federally recognized. And those people consisted of Moors, $5 Indians, Mongolians, and yes, some American Aborigines. Created the Iroquois Confederacy. But then you had a lot of people, again, who didn't want to be a part of that. They just wanted to be who they call themselves, as what they identify as. They didn't want to be a part of this civilized world or structure, so to speak. Okay? So it is kind of like, yes, our people created the Constitution and give it to the United States, but in a sense, it's true and it's not true. It depends on who you call our people and how much of those people you call our people. You feel me? Man, listen, this is not as, black and white as everybody think it is, man. You feel me? It is not as black and white as everybody think it is. No, it's deeper than that. All right? The 5 civilized tribes had more colonizers than people who didn't want to be civilized. And that's a fact. So we have to be mindful of those things. We have to be mindful of those things. So just know that this is a stronghold to put us in a position where we give up our birthright and make us a subject of another country. Okay? And people could say what they want. I don't care. I don't care what they say. Show me the facts. Don't just show me pictures of a Google. No. Go do the research. Go do the extensive research and show me the facts. Because everything else, unless you came from a clan that was here, everything else is from across the waters. They are all immigrants. And the only way for them to claim anything on this land, they have to have tribal affiliation. Period. Point blank. They have to. I don't care what you call yourself. Okay? You could call yourself a Buddhist. You have to connect yourself to something here to be a Buddhist or hyphened something to be an American. And guess what? Just, man, listen, on one of the maps, it has the name Amerique. Like I told y'all before, America didn't come from Vespucci, whatever the hell his name is. That name Amerique came from the Inca people in South America. Okay? And I have a map. When they start putting America on the world, it was called Amerique. I got the map. A game, because everybody afraid to go spend their own money and go do the research and just want and y'all going on Google and Wikipedia and think y'all scholars. Nah, it goes deeper than that. Go do some real research. Okay? Let me see. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can find that for y'all. Where the Americas was called Amérique, like in French, Amérique. Okay, I got it somewhere, and all those maps, I got the dates, everything in here. Okay, and I even have maps. All right, in their world, I even have maps with all the different flags. So when they keep telling y'all, oh well, this is just this flag. No, let me tell y'all something. There were hundreds of flags all over Asia, all over Africa, all over Europe, where all these different, whether you call them tribes or clans or nations, they have their own sections with their own flags. I got that as well. Okay? And I promise you, they all didn't call themselves Moors because they had their own flags and their own territories. Because the entire world was a tribal, it was tribal. Of course, in the Americas, we had clans, but on the other side, they had tribes. And I got the maps to prove it with the flags. So don't let nobody fool y'all. Okay? Don't let nobody fool you, man. Don't let them fool you. Like I said, fool me once is my fault. No, fool me once is your fault. Fool me twice is my fault. And y'all want to think I have something personal. No, it's nothing personal. Why it gotta be personal? I bet you Christians say it's personal when I say Jesus ain't real, but it still doesn't change the fact it's true. Okay? I bet you the natives say it's personal when I point them out as not being the authentic original people, but the point is, it's the truth. So I'm not gonna go on based on your feelings. This is not personal. Well, it is in a sense because I don't like the lies. So you're right, it's personal. Let me see if I can find that. Amerique. And then even at some point, they were calling the Americas India Nova. I think New India or something like that. But we'll get into all that. So that whole thing about, oh, he thought he was going to India now. And I even found a map where India was called Industan. Not Hindustan, but Industan. Industan. I got the map of that as well. Y'all think it's a game? All right. Okay. And guess what? At some point, Morocco wasn't spelled Morocco. On the older map, it was spelled what? Right here. Okay. I got it right here. Maroccho. Morocco, whatever you spell that. Okay? On that map. So be careful what y'all call yourselves. Okay? I got the maps to prove it, partners. I got the maps. Okay? Once again, boom. Here we go. I spelled it wrongly though, my fault. It's Industan. Okay? Indostan. That was what India was called. I got the maps to prove it. Okay? I got the maps to prove it. All right? I got the maps to prove it. This is the map. Me pointing my finger right there. I'm going to blow it up. Okay? I'm going to blow it up. Boom. Industan. Okay. Like I told y'all before. All right, this is not a game. Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna do a video, and the video I'm gonna post, I'm gonna put that in my Patreon like everybody else and let y'all subscribe to it. That's what I'm gonna do. Or y'all could go to the Library of Congress and do the research yourself. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. What else we have? We got that in Dustin, China. We got that. I'm trying to see what else we have here. I'm trying to find the one. Where America was called Amerique. Man, I got a lot of maps, man. I'm talking about, yo, I was going in. I was excited. I was excited, mate. America. All right, so that whole side of the continent, they said America, CV, India, Nova. Right here. I don't know if you guys could read this, but it's right here. America, CV, which is SIVE, India, Nova. All right, I'm going to Google that to see exactly what that means, but I know it has something to do with New India or America, the New India or something like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? So whatever that means, but I'm going to look that up. Okay. Let me see what else we have. Boom. Let me see if I could, let me kind of bring that up a little bit. All right. Give me a second here. Let me see, what is that? Terra Flora. Man, I'm trying to see. All right, just bear with me, guys. Go ahead and do y'all thing in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling out some information. That's why I say when people keep talking, man, for me, I just smile. I just smile because I know the BS is real. Okay? I know the BS is real. And that's just some of those countries around the world, all right, that wasn't part of, when America wasn't on the map yet, they had their flags. That is just some of them. And some of the flags. Some of them had crescent moons on it and all that. Okay? But it's just showing that they all had their own territories. Okay? So to go ahead and say everybody was calling themselves one thing, even on the other side of the world, that's a lie as well. That's a lie. Okay? It's a lie. Y'all could fool people who don't do research, I'll tell you that, but y'all ain't fooling me though. Y'all ain't fooling me. I ain't the one. Region. Is that it? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. So Morocco wasn't even spelled the way it's spelled right now. All right? It wasn't even spelled that way. Oh, shit. Like I said, it's a lot of maps to go through, family. A lot. So, let me see. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Man. Come on, just give me the one that I'm looking for, please. Okay. Even at one point, France wasn't called France. France was called Francesca. Right here. Look it up. Look at it on one of the old maps. Francesca. That was France. Okay. Probably one of them colonizers naming it after his woman or something. Anyway, I'm not gonna, like I said, it's a lot to go through, so I'm not gonna just waste time going. Well, it's not wasting time, but it seemed like it's gonna take some time to find it. So, but like I said, I will do video. I'll put a little lesson plan together, and oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Amérique de something de Amérique. Let me see if I can show that. I hope it don't flip and go upside down, but I mean, it seems like it's upside down, but here we go. Let me see. Man. It's kind of probably back to front, but if you're able to read it, it says de Amérique. All right? Amérique, like in French. So just wanted to share that information with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should literally take a trip to definitely take a trip, man. Take a trip to the Library of Congress and do the research yourself, because memory resource, see what do we translate to? America 7 over a new America or India. Yeah, like I said, thank you, brother. My brother just texted to me. America Seva Index says in English it means a new America or India. A new America or India. So it started me thinking, what if this was really India, but over there it was just Indostan? All right, and that was really called India. But again, it's just speculation, right? Just speculation, but I ain't got no proof of that. But just to let y'all know, at that time, India wasn't called India. You feel me? It was called Hindustan. That's what it was called. All right. So I'm thinking in my head, what if really, all right, this is India? You know what I mean? What if this is really India? That's why they call us Indians. Well, I know indigo was part of it. You feel me? But so just to let y'all know, man, that is just some of the information that I found. All right, but it's very interesting. I had a beautiful time. Y'all should really take a trip and go there yourselves. Like, honestly, go do your own research. Not even me. All right, don't let what I'm saying to be your ultimate truth. I'm just showing you what I found based on my research. All right, I sat there all day. I'm talking about for over, I would say 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Yeah, about 7 hours. Okay, 7 hours just sitting there going through maps and going through books. All right, and it was a beautiful thing. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave, and I went as far back as the 1100s looking at maps. All right, and if, like I said before, a lot of those maps, they show Asia and they show the flags of all those territories that occupied those different places. They all had their own flags. But at that time, they didn't know of the Americas. So let me ask you a question again. If you didn't know about us, how come all of a sudden we could be you? How can we be you if you didn't know about us? And how can you be the greatest navigators of the sea when you didn't know about us? You was the greatest navigator of your world that you knew. So stop, man, stop. You see, stop. I'm not the one, man. I'm not the one because I read. I do research, I study, okay? So for all our people that's going around, man, I'm telling y'all for real, y'all gonna end up in some situations and y'all gonna be like, you know what, man, Chief was speaking the truth. And all the paperwork that you filed, you know what I mean? You're gonna wanna go ahead and kind of redact that. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, y'all going on a path that's gonna be a little bit bothersome or troublesome for y'all. Okay? Because my question to you is this. If you're already indigenous, if you're already an American Aborigine, if you're already Anionwea or Chata or Chickasaw, why do you need to add anything else to it? Why? Ask yourself that question. Why? Okay? Why is that? I mean, like I said, I spoke to a brother earlier. You know what I mean? If he want to come on, he could come on. I'll call him, I'll put him on speaker right now, if he so choose. When they're giving me his paperwork to do, they're still connected to a tribe here, but yet still they want to call him something else. Why is that? Because you know why? They want you to sell your birthright. They want you to be a subject of somebody else. They all working with the United States government. Yes, I said it. Okay? They're working with the United States government to get you to give up, okay, your birthright. But y'all gonna learn though. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all go ahead and think Chief Kalanago is hating. Go ahead. Go ahead and think I'm being biased. Go ahead. But y'all gonna learn. You feel me? Because I'm not gonna spend too much energy. You see that? You know, see the post I put earlier? Okay, everybody's not our assignment. Sometimes you just have to let people be who they are and who they need to be. Just allow them and let them go through the experience, whether it may be joyful or painful. Let them go through their experience. Eventually, they themselves will come into their truth. My thing is, I'm just giving you information so you don't go down that path of putting in wrong paperwork or paperwork that's not reflecting who you truly are. And then it's going to take you more time, effort, and money to get out of that situation. Okay? You feel me? Because if at the end of the day, we are all Americans, right? And I could call myself an American because that name did not come from Vespucci. I know that for a fact. It didn't come from him. All right? That name is written in the constellation. That belongs to us. That's ours. So we are the original Americans. Okay? So if I'm an American naturally, why would I want to add anything hyphen to that? Italian American. That means you're Italian in origin. Okay? Irish American. Okay? Here's the thing. Irish American. You're kind of Irish, but then you're from somewhere else. Not even the original Irish. A kind of ish. Because ish denotes kind of or of, but not the same thing. Scottish American. You're kind of Scottish, but you're also kind of Scottish who is a hyphened American. So when you call yourself Moorish American, what does that mean? You're a kind of Moor. And you're a hyphened American, meaning that your origin is not American. How is that so hard for y'all to see? Am I the only one who could see that? But y'all telling me it's something personal? No, it's not. How is it personal? When I'm just speaking the facts. What does that mean? And everybody's talking about nationality. Nationality pertains to a nation. Show me where anywhere on the world map there's a nation called Moor. Show me. Show me anywhere on the world map there's a nation called Israel. Or Nubian. Show me any nation or any people, as a matter of fact. You see what I'm saying? That's original to this land, that they call themselves that back in the days. All those things are just titles and new terms. Now, don't get me wrong. If that's what you want to call yourself, you have a right to self-identify. That's your choice. It's your prerogative. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But don't tell everybody that's who we are. You see, now you're stepping into a realm of telling, lies and giving misinformation. And people are just subscribing to the foolery. Oh, we all Asiatics. The original man is Asiatics. Well, what happened to the man that was here in the Americas? When you guys didn't know about us. Are we Asiatics as well? No, we are not. We are Americans. How come all them Asians rushing to come here? How come all the Africans rushing to come here? Huh? How come all the Europeans rushing to come here? It sounds to me like they're rushing home. They're rushing to the original source. I mean, if you ask me. Why is that? I don't see us rushing to go to Asia. I don't see us rushing to go to Africa. I don't see us rushing to go to Europe. Because we know we home, regardless of what. Even if they try to teach us this whole narrative of Africa, for all those of you who keep saying y'all African, Ghana is giving free tickets. Go home. Go where you think you came from. Why y'all want to be here? Go. Ghana is creating a new Wakanda for y'all. Go. And I'm not trying to be funny. Okay? Africans don't want to be in Africa. But you got Ghana painting this beautiful picture for y'all. Oh, come home. Come home, come home. Y'all gonna learn a quick lesson when y'all go to Ghana. Y'all ain't Ghanaians and y'all ain't Africans. Y'all gonna learn a very quick lesson. Because Africa is a made-up place. Okay? Nobody was really on that landmass because it was a cursed land. People migrated there because of persecution, running away from persecution for wherever they came from. That land was just called Sahara, all pure desert, no land to grow food. But they were forced to migrate to those lands. So explain to me, how can you be an African? Explain that to me. When Africans ain't even Africans. I mean, I should do a new series, like how they had the series, American Indians ain't Africans. I should do a series called Africans Ain't Africans. Like, we as a people, man, we got a long way to go, man. And I'm telling you, like, for real, I could only show you, I could only show you the facts, man. That's what I could do, man. At the end of the day, our children, they're the ones that's gonna get it. Okay? They're the ones that's gonna get it. I already made up my mind. I see what it is already. Because everybody's on Facebook, debating back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to do? You know how many realtors I called today? Like 4 of them. Okay? Trying to get some land. Because until you have your land, you could never be autonomous. Okay? You could never be autonomous. By you being in their jurisdiction and being underneath their codes and statutes and ordinances, you could never be autonomous. I don't care how much paperwork you put in. Okay? Because at some point, you have to abide by a code. The only time to live, all right, under your own laws is when you have your own land. That is just point blank. Okay? And the ancestors, you see, well, here's the thing. The Most High is forcing y'all. You see, our ancestors are forcing y'all to see the truth. Because gentrification is real. Gentrification is real. And they're forcing y'all to get out of those cities. But no, you want to hold on. The ancestors are saying, listen, you don't belong there. Those brick cities is not natural. It is not part of who we are. Go back to the land. Go grow your own food. Build your own homes. Teach your own children. Get your children out of there. Come out of her, my people. But you're forcing and fighting to stay in there. Okay? And I'll repeat again. I've always heard the elders say, all right, a hard head make a soft behind. What that means is if you don't listen, you're going to learn. Okay? Because we always fighting against the universe. We always fighting against nature. All right? Just look at nature and see what's happening. The ancestors are telling us, go back to growing your own food. Go back to the land. That's where you came from. That's where you were the greatest. Okay? You had health insurance on that land. Okay? You had the best food on that land. You have the best protection on that land. But no, you want to be in this zone where they got cameras on every corner. You can't step out your house without them knowing every move that you make. But y'all indigenous, huh? Y'all American Aborigines, huh? Man, listen, this is more than just talking, man. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. And some of you may look at this and say, oh, well, Chief, you're in the city as well. You're absolutely right. Because I'm here giving you information. But don't get it twisted. I'm looking for some land to make that happen. And I have a few good prospects. All right? Worst comes to worst, like I said, the islands is always there. All right? That is always the last resort. And I have land in the islands. Okay? So that's always a choice, just in case. But brothers and sisters, man, things are going to get a whole lot tougher. All right? Because they know that this whole system, its time is nigh. What does that mean? It means that it's time for it to crumble. All right? And the people who created the system, they will do anything to hold on to it, including mass genocide. And I keep telling y'all got to prepare yourselves. Are you storing food? Are you storing seeds? All right? Are you teaching your children self-defense? Instead of watching TV and playing video games all day, you got them fighting in video games when you could teach them how to fight in real life. Okay? Are you getting used to herbs? Because it's going to get real. The farming is going to come. Oh, it is. Because once again, the so-called, and I'm not giving them the power because they ain't got no power over me. The so-called powers there be. So-called, because it's an illusion. They would rather create mass genocide than allow you here in the United States to be free. You better believe that. Okay? So I don't see what's all the infighting all about. What is it all about? And it's going to happen. Okay? Like I said before, the fighting is inevitable. So there is going to be fighting, division before the coming together. Because not everybody's spirit or soul, resonate to the same beat. We are all dancing to a different beat. So yes, I want unity, but before there's unity, we have to come together and take those of us that are among us who are like us. All right? Because every tree is not the same tree. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. So not everybody who look like us is us. And that's just facts, man. Because you see people who look like us, they come here, they don't associate with us because they know we are different. They have their own groups. They have their own organizations. They have their own churches. They have their own stores. They have their own businesses. They do their own thing because they know we ain't us and we ain't them. So why do we think we're everybody else? Why is that? Because we are not everybody else and everybody else in us. But the problem is those of us who look like us and claiming to be us, even in that group, a lot of them aren't us because they're telling lies. They're spreading propaganda. All right. I wish I could really get, a brother or a sister, to come tell the truth. All right. About these paperwork. All right. That they are filling out. And in their spirit, they can't go ahead and they can't fight it because the ancestors are giving them that resistance. You know that wasn't us. So why you want to go put that on record? You know how many people hit me up and feel that in their spirit? Because the ancestors talking to them. Because once you go down that route, you have to do so much to come out of it. Man, it's not even funny. Okay? So like I told y'all before, don't be in a haste, man. Don't be in a haste. Collect your bread, collect your fiat currency, get you an acre, get you 2 acres, take your family, all right, and go live on the land. That is the best advice I could give you. And everybody is asking, well, Chief, how can I claim my nationality? How can I do this? How can I do that? Well, my advice to you is this. Go get an acre of land. Land is not that expensive. They have different ways of acquiring land. But if you don't want to go through the I'm indigenous and I deserve the land and I have to do the battle with the back and forth to get land, if you don't want to do all that, man, listen, spend your fiat currency and get some land. Y'all spend it getting sneakers and big screen TVs anyway. Get something of value. Get an acre, 1.5 acre, 2 acres. Get your family and go, and that's your nation. Okay, that's your nation. You get to create your own bylaws. All right. You get to create your own constitution and take that, put that in your trust, and then you put that on record. Okay. This is mine. It's my jurisdiction. Right here, I'm king. And when you step out to do commerce, when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. But when you come back on your property, it's yours. Anybody who trespass, okay? Anybody who trespass against us, they're liable to get shot. And that's your right to defend your property because it's yours. Okay? So that's the best advice I could give y'all. Because you see, it's not enough of us to file enough paperwork individually to make the imprint that needs to get done. Because too many people are too scared. That's number one. All right? Then the rest of them are filing papers that's bogus. That's number two. All right? And when I say bogus, meaning that telling you that that's who you are and that's not who you are. You're getting tricked into filing paperwork that's going to make you a subject of another country. You feel me? So don't get caught up with that. So the best advice I could give you, man, listen. If I've given you, I really don't give advice, okay? But if I had ever given you any advice, that would be the best advice I could give you, all right? Get you an acre of land, preferably where there's some water, because you don't want to spend all that money drilling to get water, all right? Where there's a creek or something where there's water around, okay? And then you do your own thing. You do your own thing until the rest of the masses get it. Okay? That's the best advice I could give you, man. Because it's just too many lies and deceptions out here. And trust me, those people are there convincing. If you don't know, man, you would really think it's the truth. Because they're really convincing. But me, I've done enough research and studying in my life and enough meditation to know my ancestors tell me when I'm running into a trap. All right, brother. Them deeper in dig land over in Jamaica. It's beautiful and need development. Words of wisdom. It's up to my generation to do something handed down to us. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I mean? So, long story short, man. You know, we as a people, that's what you have to do. Okay, get you an acre for real. All right, come together. Me personally, I don't mind coming together with a few people. All right, and getting an acre or two, you know, and just chill. This is where you want to be there. All right, but it can be done. Because let me ask you a question, right? Or what people get caught up in all this politics. When was the last time you saw any Jewish man or woman demonstrating, marching in the streets, or going to polls and vote? I'm going to ask you a question. When was the last time you saw a Jewish man or a woman marching in the streets, protesting in the streets? When was the last time you see them going to polls and talking about Democrats and Republicans? When was the last time? When was the last time you saw the Mormons do that? When was the last time you saw the Amish do that? When was the last time you saw the Arabs do that? When was the last time you saw real Africans do that? You know who do that? Lost Negroes, the African American. They're the ones who do it. And our people can't wake up and see, man, listen, something is wrong. How is that Jews don't fight for civil rights? How is that Arabs don't fight for civil rights? How is that Africans who are darker than you don't fight for civil rights? But you think things are happening to you because of the color of your skin. That is pure ignorance. Huh? How is that real Africans don't go through what you're going through? You know why? Because it ain't got nothing to do with color of skin. It's your status. You being dead in law. That's the problem. Because you want to be black and African American. Okay? They have nationalities. Example, Ghanaian, Ethiopian, Nigerian. Okay? They have nationalities. But yet still you think, I'm tired of people sending me these videos. Stop sending me videos of so-called black men getting choked by the police. I don't care. And y'all could take this whichever way y'all want. All right? Yes, I said it. I don't care. You know why I don't care? I'm going to tell you, I have to give an explanation why I don't care. Because y'all keep thinking y'all black. All right? Yes, I feel for my brothers and sisters who are ignorant. I get that. But if you keep hearing the truth over and over again, stop calling yourself black. And you still want to go be black. Man, listen, you deserve what you get. Stop sending me these videos. That is not part of my reality. How come when I have encounters with police, I don't go through that? Why is that? Because you have to learn how to train yourself. Okay? Learn to train yourself. You never go talk to a man with a gun and you only got your two arms and raise your voice. Because they are trained to call you an aggressor. And if you just blink too hard, they think you are resisting arrest. So why would I put myself in that position and videotape to prove what? What are you proving when in their codes it says that if you raise your shoulders, that's considered a threat by people? Okay? Come on, man. It's in their codes. It's in their statutes. If you're standing with a police and you change your stance, like you're about to be in a fighting stance, that's a sign of aggression, even if that's not what you mean. So now they could defend themselves. Y'all got to realize how deep this thing is, man. So stop sending me these videos. I don't care. Don't send them to me. It is not part of my reality. It doesn't mean I don't care about my brother getting choked. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't care for these videos. I don't care for them. I don't want to see them. It is not part of my reality because I am not black. How is that when the police pull me over, I don't go through the same problems? Because they pull me over, they see my feathers, it's a whole complete different, the tone is changed. It is sir. Well, sir. Well, sir. Well, sir. Why is that? Listen, I ain't got nothing against police, man. The police is needed. Because a lot of y'all Negroes don't know how to act. So when y'all start violating each other, who you gonna call? You're not gonna call I'm the Ghostbusters. You gotta call the police. So I want the police. I need the police for all these lawless people out there that don't know how to be in honor and don't know how to respect people. However, the police have to learn the difference, okay, between people. And what I mean by that is when you see an indigenous man and he's in honor, then you have to learn to respect that. Okay? And in my journey, I could honestly tell you, I have never gone through that. Why is that? Because I know how to be honorable. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to be aggressive with a police officer to get my point across. I don't have to put on a video to make a point. I don't have to do that. Because I know how to articulate myself. All right? If you feel you want to take it to a point where you want to violate my rights, man, listen, give me the ticket. I'll take the ticket. I just won't sign it the way you want me to sign it. I have my own way of signing it. And the very next day, I will send it back with an affidavit. You see how simple that is? It's very simple. Why would I put myself in a position to be harmed? Why? Because I'm looking for a lawsuit? Sometimes, man, you're not lucky enough to get that money to enjoy the lawsuit because you end up with bullets in your chest or choked to death, and then your family enjoying the money. Half of the times, they don't even get the full settlement you're supposed to get because there's some way for them to validate what the police officer did. Because it's all these little codes that y'all don't see and y'all don't know. All these loopholes. And even furthermore, you're an African American, they have codes and laws that show that you are 3/5 of a human. So they're killing animals. Like I told y'all before, there's a difference between killing and murdering. People get murdered and animals get killed. 3/5 of a human. Man. Ah, boy, I tell you. One of these days, y'all gonna get it, man. Y'all gonna get it one of these days. I promise. Y'all gonna get it. You know? Y'all gonna get it. Eventually, y'all will get it. So, I guess the more information y'all see, the more information y'all hear, just keep planting those seeds, man. That's all I could say. Keep planting those seeds. But when you run into police officers, there's no need to be aggressive. Okay? No need to be aggressive. You don't have to get loud. It's not that you're afraid. You remember, Bob Marley once said, the man who fight and run away lives to fight another day. That's always on my mind. Always on my mind. I never put myself in a position where I could end up not coming out of that situation. I want to make sure I come out of that situation unharmed. That is my first goal. Anytime I encounter a police, I don't care if it's 12 p.m. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I don't care if it's if there's is 1,000 so-called black people around. I ain't got nothing to prove. My thing is this, Chief. Come out of this situation alive and unharmed. If you're gonna give me a ticket, fine. Give me a ticket. I promise you I will beat it in court. So you see, I know I'm gonna win anyway. So why stay and debate the man and give the man a reason to use his gun on me? Why? Why is that? Come on, my people. We got to do better than this, man. We got to do better than this. For real. We got to, man. So all I'm just saying, man, you know, for me, all this is not personal, like I said before. This is just a matter of telling the truth. It just is what it is, all right? We are all not Asiatics, all right? We are all not Asiatics because, like I said, I just showed y'all the proof, all right, where the world only consisted, all right. Supposedly the colonizers came looking for the spice trade or new spice trade, right? So all black people know how to cook. Oh yes, no doubt. You know, my brother just texted me. Let me see. Supposedly the colonizers came looking for the spice trade or new spice trade, right? So-called black people know how to cook and know our spices and season food. The Aborigines of all the Americas can cook and season food better than anyone. Oh yes, indeed. We are known for our soul food, absolutely. The soul people. They were looking for us, for our land, gold, spices, everything from the inception. We are the golden people, indeed. Everything they wanted, they found here. Everything. That's facts. That's facts. You know what I mean? So just know who we are, man. Just know who we are. And like I said before, they didn't know we existed. All right. We were an exotic people to them. We were an exotic people. When they came, they saw our women. They lost their damn minds. And I promise you, even if their women had complexions like ours, but when they saw our women, they lost their mind. Because it's just something about the American Aborigine woman. She's like sugar and spice, and she's everything nice. Y'all better realize, okay? Y'all better know the deal. That's why I stand up for her. That's why I defend her, okay? And I tell anybody, I will stand up and defend her in her own rights. But if she out there wanted to be deceitful and play those games, nah, I ain't gonna be a part of that. But anytime she's within her rights, I will stand and defend her. And I will go to the ends of the earth for her because she deserves it. She has been through too much. Okay? And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. All right? For real. But anyway, I really appreciate love you guys, man. You know, the passion is the passion in chief, man. That's what it is. I don't want y'all to think I'm angry. I'm not angry. I just love what I do and I'm passionate about it. You feel me? So that map that I found of Herodotus of 450 BC that showed Asia, Libya, and Europe, that was true because I verified that in the Library of Congress. So at that time, like I said, that was all the world was known. The Americas wasn't on the world map just yet. Okay? America wasn't on the world map just yet. So they didn't know about us. When they came here, they saw it was the Garden of Eden. They saw us walking around here pretty much half naked. You know what I mean? We was just chilling. Women looking just so fine. Woo! Man, I'm telling y'all, this is not a game, son. This is not a game. Once again, look at the spelling on the old map. All right? Look at the spelling on the old map. You see the spelling on the old map? Man, I just gotta smile and laugh when y'all over here fooling people. And they falling for it. I tell you, man, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, when you could do your own research and you know that nobody could just tell you things. And like I said, Africa was called Canary. All right, the Canary Islands. That's where when they talk about the Canary Islands, that's what they were talking about, Africa. Oh man, this is beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Remember when he went to the Canary Islands before he came into South America? Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Africa. All right. And this is a map, like I said, where in Europe and Asia, they had all these different flags marking their territories. And they have people with crowns, they have kings and all that. All right. Look, some of them are actually dark skin on here. You have a couple of pale ones. All right. And you'll see some of the flags. I just blew some of it up so you could see. And that was when America wasn't on the world map just yet. All right? So you see all those flags right here, okay? Okay, boom. Let me see what name is that right here. Y'all could look that up. Tazir, whatever that is, but just to show y'all, and you'll see all of them have their own flags representing their own territories, right? Yep. So this is real, man. But anyway, let's see. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to, come build with y'all a little bit, tell y'all about my experience here at the Library of Congress. You guys should definitely take a trip. You know what I mean? Take a trip. Go ahead. Do your own research. Don't let nobody tell you what's what. Go ahead and do your own thing. All right? And then I found one, okay, where America wasn't on the world map just yet, but I found one that says that speaks of Canaan. There was a place called Canaan and Put. I have that map as well, but Canaan is spelled with a K. Let me see if I can show it to y'all. All right? And Mizraim, all those places are in the Bible. So that America wasn't on the world map just yet. So for those of you who think that was in the Americas, no, it's not. Okay? Put, Mizraim. All right, so y'all see it right there. And Canaan. Let me see if I could bring Canaan down a little bit. Let me see if I could bring Canaan right here. And this is Canaan, spelled with a K. All right? Okay. That was, let me see another name I could see on here. Magog, Gomer. All those places were actually named in the Bible. Okay, now they have something here. Let me see, what's that? It says Strasbourg, Aram, Assaw, something like that. And they even have something here called Land of Eden. Interesting. Uh-huh. Right here. Land of Eden. Okay. That's interesting. I kind of missed that one when I was looking at the map. Anyway, so what's up? Where all my brothers and sisters, man? The Moors, where y'all at? Yeah, y'all know, y'all know I got love for y'all. Talk, please report. I have to pull off and want to hear the love and peace and salute. All right, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Go ahead and do y'all thing, man. I just wanted to come and drop and let y'all know my experience I had at the Library of Congress. And we'll definitely be a little later, but I'm gonna put that information together. I'm gonna open up the maps, study what I gotta study, do a little presentation, and put it up. All right, but I just want to say in closing, do your own research. Don't let people just tell you things. Not even me, okay? Not even me. Whatever I share with you, go ahead and cross-reference it. Take a trip to the Library of Congress yourself. Go do the research yourself. All right? Don't take my word for it. Just know that things are a little bit deeper than what you think it is. Okay? Things are a little bit deeper than what you think it is. Okay? The 5 civilized tribes, like I said, the 5 civilized tribes are not all Aborigines. Okay? They are people that came and they were fighting the original people, and they created their own institutions. Okay? So the whole concept of the Iroquois Confederation, the Iroquois Confederacy, it could have been, yes, some of the original people in there, but the majority of them were colonizers. Okay? That came together and say, okay, you know what? These savages, man, we fighting them, so we can't beat them. So let's create something. And those that want to join us, let's call ourselves civilized tribes. So what happened to those that didn't want to be civilized? Well, I'm one of them. All right? I'm one. I'm one of the uncivilized ones. Okay? So it's a whole lot deeper than what people think it is. So just keep that in mind. So once again, I'm going to leave you with this advice. The best thing you could do right now is get you some land. You know, I know a lot of y'all are going to be celebrating this Thanksgiving and this Christmas. If you really want to celebrate Christmas, give yourself the best Christmas gift ever. Go ahead and get some land. All right? Own something for a change. And when you own your land, nobody could make any rules to control you. That's the best freedom. All right? So with that being said, thank you for joining this build. Go ahead and share the information. I appreciate love you guys, and we'll talk soon. All right? Peace.